So this is the Cabal Expo, which used to be known as the Marikina Shoe Fair. And you used to come here to buy artisanal shoes, but then pre-made shoes took over. And now this place has changed. You can still buy some shoes, and you can also have a really nice meal. This is Ryan, who is
Hello.
the owner of the Habanero Kitchen Bar. And what's happening at the moment is Ryan is extracting the flavors from the habanero chilies into the vodka via this molecular distillation process.
Yeah.
How does that actually work?
We are using the rotary evaporator. It's a Buki. Actually, we're running. The purpose of that is we're extracting all the flavors of the habanero. We're separating the heat of the peppers and
Right.
getting all the essence.
Right, and so how long does that take?
The process would take about half an hour.
Okay, and so from what I've seen, what happens initially is that Ryan put the chopped up habanero chilies into the cold vodka,
Yeah.
and then it was heated to boiling point.
Yeah.
And that's when the sort of extraction begins and the
Yes.
distillation process begins. And so you end up with completely clear liquid.
Actually, here is the finished product.
Yep.
This is habanero vodka, but no spice.
But it's not spicy.
Yeah.
It's just taking the flavor out of the habanero.
All of the flavor.
But as you can see, the habaneros are orange,
Yes.
and
it's clear.
and so now it's clear, completely clear.
Okay.
So that's
You
how
want
that
taste?
works. Maybe after I've had something to eat. I haven't had breakfast yet. All right, so the first dish has arrived, and it is the first time I have ever had Oyster's sisig. Bit of an egg on top, and stir it in. A little bit of calamansi here. Boy, that's hot. And I've got Chef Jean sitting in as an advisor off camera, but Chef Ryan used to be the head chef at Two Seasons in Boracay, Two Seasons Hotel in Boracay. This is one of his creations that he's brought back here for us to enjoy in Manila. And I have no idea what this is going to taste like. Spoon, serve myself. Oh, it's really nice.
Hot sauce. Habanero hot sauce.
Habanero hot sauce.
Yeah.
Habanero hot sauce. How hot? Oh, that's got a bit of a kick to it. It's quite sweet. Oh, this is really lovely. It's really nice. It's kind of sweet, and it's got that fried crunch to it, the oyster taste. Bit of calamansi, and now a little bit of heat from this habanero jam. Oh, that's reasonably spicy. This is our second dish.
Yeah.
It's called balut
takoyaki.
takoyaki.
So this is the actual balut. So
So
that's
it's
our
balut?
version of takoyaki.
Okay, so it's a balut that's been fried.
Yeah. It's crispy, and then we deep fry it, and then the sauce, and then the tomato flakes, and the cheese, and everything with the sauces.
So you've got this Filipino-Japanese
Yeah.
feel to this.
It's a fusion.
It's a fusion. Yeah. Balut takoyaki. Here we go. So this is the unpacking. Now a balut, for those of you who don't know, is a Filipino thing. It's a bit of a Southeast Asian thing as well. But it's this is a duck's egg, I assume. So it's a duck's egg with an embryo inside that's been gestating, I suppose you could say, for probably something like 16 to 18 days. So here's a cross section. This is a cross section for you to have a look at. So you can see the partially formed little chicken inside. The obvious thing that hits you when you first eat balut, it is, and I wasn't quite expecting it and I don't know why, is it tastes like a boiled egg. But it's a little bit crunchier. Well, this is a very different take on balut and worthy of a try. But this oyster sisig, it's just delicious. Jean was telling me that when Ryan worked at the Two Seasons Hotel in Boracay, he had two specialties. One was the Four Cheeses pizza that was extremely popular. The other one was the oyster sisig. And what happened after a while was the locals were coming in, ordering the Four Seasons pizza and the oyster sisig, and dumping the oyster sisig on top of the Four Cheeses pizza. What have we got here?
This is our bangus sa gata, kilawin. Kilawin but bangus sa gata. It's ceviche, coconut fish. Okay, there you go.
Wow. So this is this. Could you explain that again? It's what is it exactly?
It's kilawing bangus sa gata with mojito sorbet.
With a mojito sorbet.
Yeah.
Okay, this is pretty exotic.
It has a fruity mochi.
I think the concept is
It's got to be the most beautiful looking dish I've ever seen. So it comes with cucumber, pineapple. What sort of fish is it?
it's a milk fish.
It's a milk fish.
Yeah.
So it's served in like an open bottle. Are you going to? So apparently we give it a bit of a stir. We're going to try it. It's been mixed. All right. I absolutely have no idea what to expect. There's like an entire garden in this. There's seaweed, there's cucumber, there's all sorts of wildflowers. There's a little bit of chili. There's the milk fish. There's mojito sorbet, believe it or not. So the flavours are all over the place. It's really interesting. Oh, it's lovely. It's very light and quite sweet. So our final appetizer is a caldereta longanisa, and that just means it's a caldereta sausage. The caldereta is a dish, kind of like a casserole or a stew. I've just been told that the concept is to wrap it in a cabbage leaf. So that's what the cabbage is doing, sitting next to it, and wrap it in the cabbage leaf. And it gives it a bit more moisture too. Oh wow!
It's about a kilo.
One of Ryan's iconic dishes.
Oh my god!
Then the mustasa.
It comes with mustasa and burro.
All right, this is pretty complicated. What's this called again?
Lechon habanero.
Lechon Habanero.
It's 1 kilo. It's cooked sous vide.
It's
for
what?
It's cooked sous vide for about 10 hours.
So it's done in a lab immersion cooker.
Circulator, yeah.
Circulator.
Right. So it's cooked for 12
so it's
hours.
It's going to be very tender. This is loaded with amino acids.
And the idea is to wrap it in these mustard leaves.
And it's a little bit spicy because it has fresh habanero peppers.
In the meat.
Yes.
So the meat's been cooked with habanero peppers. Okay. This is
Put the fermented.
fermented rice, of which I'm not a very big fan, so I won't have very much.
It's good. It's not a traditional fermented rice.
Oh, yum.
How is it?
It's very tender. Again, a novel way to eat your lechon. We've got a kilo. And there's two ways this lechon habaneros can be eaten. The first way was to wrap it in the mustard leaf. And the second way is just to take a slice, pop it on your plate, and put on, well, a little bit of rice here, and put on a bit of this, which is just vinegar, red onion, and parsley. No. What else is in it? It's not parsley, is it?
Garlic,
Cilantro and garlic.
Onions.
All right, so we've got some rice. I love it with this. I think I prefer the lechon with this. So this is a kilo of this Habaneros lechon. This slow cooked Habaneros lechon. That's a whole kilo. And he's selling 500 kilos a week. Right, it gets more complex. This is tortang which is with eggplant and minced beef in an okonomiyaki style. So it's an omelette in the okonomiyaki style. Is that right? Truffle. With truffle and anchovies. So again, it's a fusion. It's a Filipino-Japanese fusion. It's interesting because it's one of those dishes that you think, I know how this tastes. Put it in your mouth and you don't. Something completely different happens. You're getting the taste of anchovies. All kinds of different flavours are hitting you. And I think the brain's hardwired not to like surprises when there's something in your mouth. But on your second bite, when you're kind of expecting what's going on, it's different. And because of that, I like it. I just asked about price on this, the Habanero lechon. It's this slow-cooked Habanero lechon with the mustard leaves and the this, which I don't particularly like, and this, which I particularly love. It's around about 1,000 pesos, but it's a kilo. It's 1 kilo. 1,000 pesos for slow-cooked pork lechon. Good for 4 people easily. Yeah, if not 5. And I can tell you, there is no way I could eat half of that. There is absolutely no way. Our final dish here is this gorgeous looking caldereta. And a caldereta is a pretty common dish in the Philippines. It's normally beef, sometimes goat, but this one is lamb. I'm going to try it, so I'll use the white. We've got white rice, and we've got crisp, or crispy, as just about the rest of the world except for me says, little baked potatoes with it. They look almost like pomme frite. Lamb, you don't eat lamb very often in Asia. Well, in this part of Asia. One of the crispy fried potatoes, baked, crisp, with some red capsicum. Oh, which is nice. That's one of the most interesting meals I've had in a very long time. And every bite was a flavour that was new to me. And I believe we've got some more sort of molecular cooking coming up for dessert. We're just about to try this
Habanero vodka.
the Habanero vodka, which has had the molecular mumbo jumbo.
It's a 49% alcohol.
It's how much?
49%. So 98.
He kindly offered me one before lunch, but I said, look, I haven't had breakfast. So I'm going to try one now. And as I said, Chef Gene's hiding behind the camera. He's not going to have one because he's driving.
No, I had one already.
Oh, he's had
For
one
breakfast.
already. Oh, for breakfast?
For breakfast, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Right, so this has got the habanero essence distilled into it. And it smells different. There's nothing I've put in my mouth during this meal that has been what I've expected it to be or anything that I've tasted before. Oh, wow. And that's all habaneros, that flavour.
And not spicy.
It's not spicy, but it's got that vodka kick. I mean, it's 48% alcohol. You have two of these and you go blind in the left eye for about half an hour. But it's got a I suppose it's the taste of habanero chilies without the spiciness, which was really interesting. Almost fruity, would you say? All right, so I believe we have one more. We have a dessert.
Yeah,
coming.
we have two desserts, leche flan and the ice cream.
Leche flan and ice cream. But don't be expecting what you've seen before. It's not going to be a leche flan. It's not going to be ice cream. It'll probably walk here itself.
Leche flan. Look at that, man.
This is our leche flan. It's custard.
Wow, that is really different looking. It looks like an egg.
Yes. It's made of sugar.
Right. And this is fairy floss.
Yes, it's a coffee flavor. Cotton candy.
It's been explained to me what's going on, but I don't quite understand it. And I've been told to just crack it.
There you go.
And so the leche flan is inside.
Here, China.
And so the egg itself is just sugar. It was made in a mold.
Yeah.
And the idea is you just eat it like this,
Yes.
is it? This fairy floss
It's a coffee flavor.
is
Eat it together.
coffee flavour.
Goes well together. Flan and coffee.
Well, the shell's crunchy as you'd expect it to be. It's a sugar crunchy. The coffee flavoured fairy floss is delicious. And the flan, to me, is what I would kind of expect from a flan.
That's Ryan's signature.
It's ice cream.
Oh, the growing.
This is ice cream.
This one, the red one that looks like a tomato. That's
Yeah.
Ice cream cheesecake.
Yeah.
Okay. And this one, that's look like habanero. That's custard. It's a little bit spicy.
Yep.
And the duck, that's also a habanero ice cream.
And what
The
are
black
these?
one, that's chocolate lavender.
Chocolate lavender.
So actually the concept's like a garden setup.
My
And
God.
that's it comes also with edible sand.
Edible sand, of
Yeah.
course.
What's so special with this bowl? It has dry ice inside. So this is 3D printed.
So the bowl has dry ice inside. So it's hollow.
Yeah.
It's been 3D printed.
Okay. And this one is a melon flavor. So you'll get the effect, the fun effect. There you go.
So the melon flavouring hits the dry ice and causes a reaction. That's where all that steam came from. And so it's ice cream. It's just too beautiful to eat. It's the Habanero Kitchen Bar, and I'm going to leave links and things in the description. And if you're up for a bit of theatre with your lunch or dinner, this place, Habanero Kitchen Bar, is the place to come.